Obviously, I'm gonna talk on my main channel, but this goes deeper because it's now a bullshit episode. Except it's not the way you think. People trying to steal my brain cells is bullshit. That's what's going on, guys. If you have brain cells, you will be angry. You know, you just like everyone around you is like stupid. Just like if you're rich, everyone around you is poor most of the time until you position yourself where you are with smart people or you with rich people in the place you actually belong. But to actually find that place, I mean, I don't know what you have to do. You might have to create one yourself. Except it is a lot of question marks to try and figure out how the fuck people steal brain cells. How how is that a thing, bro? Like people can steal your money. You can like give a person money and you don't get a service back, appropriate service, or people just like leeches of some kind. They keep asking you for money. Like I don't necessarily lose brain cells, but people asking for the brain cells, right? I think the asking is happening more than stealing, right? I don't think that these people are incredibly aggressive, but they come out as aggressive. They start with aggression. That's where they fucking start. They start being loud and proud about it. That's where my mom started. Like, she was fucking talking to herself, being really fucking loud and obnoxious, bro. Fucking adult. My mom, bro. Until she shut the fuck up. Just drank enough medication. I don't know what happened, bro. Or drank enough niceness out of me, you know, to sustain her sanity. Because I'm a sane person. Yes, I technically talk to myself into the microphone trying to record this whole nonsense. Trying to say things out loud so I can put things together a little bit faster because I've experienced it from my mouth. It's weird, but it works. While at the same time trying to explain to the audience also very much helps. That's the definition of sanity content. So, welcome to another bullshit episode where we're gonna dissect the frog. How the fuck this shit is trying to, you know, steal my brain cells. Because everything I receive is just hatred from other people. You know, trying to rage bait me. I mean, the moment you open your mouth, if I have rage baited you, now you're rage baiting me with your rage. And I might not have rage baited you in the first place, not intentionally at very least. It's just something I've learned, unfortunately, something that people taught me, and that I don't give a fuck about, you know. But they care about it, so I have to, you know, like fucking bow down and invest my brain cells into this word, apparently, that they understand. I even try to invest my brain cells into blah blah blah. Skibbity toilet. But, I mean, this drama can go anywhere. Just like Sniper Wolf drama can go anywhere. This can go anywhere, my friends. And it's going into this, like, MacPad direction where, like, people are quitting YouTube. And I'm quitting Hearthstone because of a completely different reason of why YouTubers quitting YouTube. Alright? For me, Hearthstone is not fulfilling experience because of board clears. Because the same thing happening over and over again, and board clears are more powerful than anything else. And people haven't really learned how to play around board clears, so I can't learn from them. I have to invent my own strategies of some fucking kind. Well, I can't quite do that, unfortunately. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to try to invent a strategy. But it's very fascinating how you can go from the red area into uncharted territory. And then you're so bored that you keep going into this uncharted territory, into the wilderness of Borglers. You know, you saw some kind of tempo potential with Borglers, and now you're like, well, let's give that to everyone to the max, except certain classes, you know, it's, 2 classes. Druid and Rogue, you know, like, oh, cool. I don't want to be too specific, but these fucking cards are insanely OP. And all they do is clear the board, meaning that they remove all the interactions that you have set up on the board, as if you get punished for playing cards. And I don't think that's a fucking cool thing to do in card games. To punish someone for playing cards? No, thank you. Alright? It begs the question, what would happen if you travel too much into each of these directions? Would you get other card games all of a sudden that have been dumped in those corners? Like, I love that shit. Every single time I ask a question and I find an answer, it's a eureka moment. It's, you know, it's a new brain cell that has been grown successfully. And I love doing that shit. There's nobody to share it with. Nobody has a nice brain to just, like, accept things, to listen, right? Listening is still pretty difficult for people. Just listening. And that fucking pisses me off, man. Just that, bro. How is this difficult? Yes, things might get rough around the edges around here. But if you want perfection, you're not gonna hear it from me, my friends. You're gonna hear it from my, 12 apostles, or whatever the greatest teacher of this century is supposed to have, what kind of, followers I'm supposed to have. Yeah, might as well fucking reach for Jesus status at this point. Because why not? It's always possible. It's even more possible now than ever before. Just because Jesus comedy lasted for 2,000 years. I don't give a fuck. Let's do a new one. Doesn't mean we reset the clock, though. But maybe we do reset the clock. I don't know. Anything can happen, my friends. The more people offend me, the more things can happen in this world. The more of this world can be eaten and changed. That's the Jesus moment, my friends. Whatever happened to reset the clock and start things from 0 years should fucking scare the shit out of you, bro. Because this can happen again. The only religion is not about Christianity or Jesus is our savior. Oh, it's not gonna fucking save you, assholes. It's just gonna reset life so it starts working again. But it's not gonna save you because it's gonna reset the time. Time is the only religion. So anything that starts with 0 years, any big event that is labeled as the event that started it all, the calculations. Yeah, that settles down. Whoever did it, that's the religion. That's what you have to believe in. That it was good that it happened, that it marks something very important in human history. But you have to always threaten people that something bad can happen again for them to even, like, listen, for them to even pay attention. This is a ridiculous shit. There's more. I'm just citing material we're going to be working with. I'm not done with Hearthstone by all means. Because I'm making my own card game. There's a lot of shit behind this. Every propaganda technique explains.
Agenda setting. It's the ability of the news to...
Obviously, the worst thing imaginable is that you can't just fucking click the fucking button, by the way. Yeah. Cool, isn't it? So YouTube often doesn't work. And by often, I say playlist. It's just, I still have a fucking trouble doing playlist. So guess what I have to do? I have to fix that shit. How am I gonna fix that shit? Easy. I have to write code that splits the stupid fucking link that I get from playlisting. Just simply, I want to see a liked video. Nah, bro. Let's load for 20 years, bro. As if I have ad blocker enabled. You have to copy this, paste it here, and technically it should automatically, like, cut this part off. So this is the split. Alright. Many things piss me off. The stupidity is everywhere, bro. People asking for your brain cells is everywhere. Demanding, bro. Otherwise, you get in trouble. It's just that simple, bro. People gonna offer you trouble instead. If you don't know how to fucking solve these problems. Otherwise, you have to keep learning. But I've been doing this for so long. And there's still new problems all over the place for me to fucking eat. Isn't that cool? So let's solve this one too. Fucking YouTube bullshit. The funniest thing that can happen is with AI, the rise of AI, which is gonna get more problems, not less, more. That would be fucking crazy, right? Well, maybe not so much, knowing that technology brought a lot of problems to a lot of people, unfortunately. Because the biggest problem is people not listening, right? And now they have technology to stop listening. It's just that simple. They just like, oh, I'm just gonna go back to my good old ways and I'll just listen to technology, whatever it tells me. Yeah, but you still have to socialize. You still have to be friendly. You still have to know morality, at very least, to be able to listen to smarter people, detect and listen smarter people. How the fuck is it so difficult? It's a principle. To detect and listen to smart people. It's just simply a principle, bro. It's something I can already put in a rule book. If people around you are not doing that, it's very concerning, to be honest. It's just impossible to live in these conditions. And people are not gonna just come up to you and be nice to you all of a sudden. You can try, but people also don't want to change either. So that's cool. If there's no hope, there's no hope, unfortunately. Something else has to happen. There has to be triangulation. We have to triangulate that person with societal pressure. And one person can't fucking do that. One person cannot just bring Hearthstone back to life. We have to triangulate where it is and slowly bring it back to life. You know, where it belongs. If that's where we want it. Maybe you don't fucking want it that way. But first we have to triangulate at very least. Analyze it. Figure out how the fuck it works. And take control over it as much as possible. It's easy to see that Raran is like diseased by the same thing, which is called trying to quit, you know. Just trying to quit, just trying to find better card games. Like, is there anything better than Hearthstone right now? Probably not. But at the same time, it's very fucking easy to fix its mistakes and do a better job. I still have no idea how he avoided Legends for so long. Like, I don't understand. Elder Scrolls Legends is at 20,000 points, which is not quite Hearthstone level, but that's the successor. That's the actually good card game. Just like they made a good RPG with Skyrim, but they just stopped developing because I don't know what happened. They got eaten by a dragon. Same happened with the card games. I don't know, maybe they got removed because removals are prevalent, or prophecies. You know, you have to prophesy. They have to stop development so you can prophesize when something card gameish will happen in their world. Because, like, for some reason, Todd Howard explained that he likes card games, and then, like, but why did you stop developing card games, bro? What's wrong with you, bro? If you like something, you have to, like, do it publicly and talk about it more. I'm pissed, man. Like, all of a sudden, even my greatest ally is kind of like lacking brain cells. I don't understand. Yeah, just to watch that one video, we're gonna have to solve a problem. If we don't solve a problem, it's just gonna keep reoccurring over and over again, and it pisses me off. It really pisses me off. And technically, yeah, classmates also have problems. And potentially my friend mates, the actual classmate that I turn into a friend, well, let's just say he doesn't want to be here, to say the least. He doesn't want to be around here. I would say something fucking happened, bro. He got kicked out really hard, but by his parents, by the fucking classmates. There's no reason to even, like, jump on board and do anything here. And people try to fucking spin a scam and scam each other, basically, but it didn't work out very well. When I jumped in and I showed, I have Braincells, guys, and there's nothing you can do about it, too. It's not, you can't just rob a bank. It's not that easy. You can try to plan a heist and go to prison, because money is almost like not real, just like brain cells. The parallel between brain cells and money is, like, insane. Realizing this, I had to immediately make the link, you know. I had to, like, connect those two things together as quickly as possible with an episode of bullshit. Because I've already, like, been doing that. Like, again, this is technically money. The amount of time you spend on something, how much attached you are to certain things, it matters. You have to at least capture that. And I like capturing that to exact number. I'm just addicted to this shit. And I created my own addiction, which is the best thing you can do. Create your own drugs. I mean, thank you very much. If I want to progress in life and actually have money, I have to invest my brain cells very, very carefully. I have to position myself very carefully. I have to try and talk to people. Because I'm not going to be brave. I'm not going to be that fucking brave. I have a personality. But I can be careful with how I use my resources. And in which direction. And how I calculate how many brain cells I have. Yeah. Okay, we have it. We have baked it. So I copy this. And the moment Unity finds that, oh, you're trying to give me that list thing. Yeah, the fucking degenerate list. Here we go. And I also should copy into clipboard. Okay, so now, after loading for 10 seconds, we're gonna be able to do this into, well, that.
appeal.
I mean, technically, I don't need to copy this into clipboard. I just need to play it as a website. I think one of the very interesting things is that you have to understand you're probably ahead of others. If you have brain cells, you're ahead of others in some kind of way. Meaning that people haven't yet realized what you know about life. So if I know something about Hearthstone that makes me quit Hearthstone, is just the start of trying to unravel the whole story. All right, this is why I have to like sort of leave my channel. I have to leave behind my channel so people try and figure out what the fuck is actually going on. Because just understanding that the Borklers are pretty ridiculous is just the tip of the iceberg. The question is, how do you play around them? How do you interact with them? How do you calculate Borklers? How do you make the game fun despite it being corrupted? You know, corrupted Hearthstone experience to the point where everything revolves around Borklers. So if you want to play Hearthstone, you have to know everything about these things. Everything. Every single aspect. How much damage it does, how many minions it clears, what kind of classes have what kind of Borklers, how many Borklers they fucking play. You have to know every single fucking detail if you want to win Hearthstone. This is the only thing you have to educate yourself about is Borklers. I'm not fucking gonna do that for them. This community can go suck a fucking dick, bro. But, where are they gonna get that? Where are they gonna get those brain cells? Potentially, those are also brain cells. That comes out of your dick, bro. Who knows, man? It literally could be brain cells, but only women are the worthy ones. Alright, of those brain cells. Who knows, man? We're very close at fucking discovering that shit, I would imagine. Brain cells, boys. Yeah, sperm is not supposed to, like, make a baby, but maybe it's just brain cells, actually. Who knows, man? All of a sudden you can sell that. Like water. Like magical water. To people. But this one is, like, close, man. Because science is never gonna admit anything. When they find it, they're just gonna fucking keep it to themselves. So how will we be able to test it? Right? I don't know, man. Sounds like fun to me. Like, if testing is fun, we don't have to worry about how we're gonna test it. It's just gonna happen. Yeah, but that does involve having way too much sex, unfortunately. Kind of weird. Well, there's two types of crap too. But I a little bit overcomplicated this thing, right? Like, again, but if you go to extremes, it's gonna kill the game. Just going to extremes is gonna kill the game alone. Going to uncharted territory as if that's your thing, and printing Borklers because you're very much craving for this thing, whatever this is. Just to go outside of a card game boundaries, basically. They're trying to add other game modes that sort of try to exist here, like Arena and all that shit, but they're like very small and undeveloped. They're not being cared for. Every single expansion doesn't feel like every expansion on these modes. They're fucking tiny, even if they exist in the middle, which I don't think they do. But, yeah, you have to keep balance enough in order to make something pleasurable. If something has balance, it doesn't have to have content even. Balance is better than content. Content makes itself if balance exists. You don't have to worry about it. You can, in fact, just sit here and enjoy your legends. You know, do the work for you. Elder Scrolls Legend. Maybe that's what they addicted to. The fucking Bethesda developers. They just want the people to do the work for them. They're fucking assholes, man. But it is what it is. They can be privileged. These are privileged fools because they have done a lot of work for us. So we have to, like, suck it up and whatever their thing is, because apparently game developers also have things, that they annoy other people with. Because you can only, like, be a slave to the system for so long until you just, like, quit. You just quit. You just quit either caring or you quit doing the right thing. Potentially after Ben Brode quits, someone else quits Hearthstone, and there's quittery going on left and right until Hearthstone has become unstable and unplayable. Something happened after Skullman's Academy, and I still think it's just Ben Brode leaving. But there's so many mysteries behind just one concept, Borkler, the thing that just breaks the game the most. And people might not even fucking notice or understand at the moment, but they have to just look into their decks and question one thing. How many Borklers do you need to make a functional deck? I'm just saying. This is a very interesting thing that happened over here. But I unfortunately have to leave them behind. My brain cells are not valid over here anymore. The game is so simple and so stupid that it doesn't matter what kind of things I find. They're always going to be challenged by the same thing that distracts me over and over again. It's noise. At some point, something is so repetitive. Oh, uh-oh. Repetitive. Son of a bitch! Fucking repeated titties, bro. Repetitive, bro. Oh my god. What an evil word. Might as well fucking call it repetitive. Might as well go the extra mile. There's a lot of cool things you can find about life, but you have to not stop moving. You have to keep your pace, just like with if you have muscles of any kind, you have to keep moving. You have something that other people admire, so you have to try and keep it as best as you can. You try and balance yourself out, so you keep the most brain cells. I've been activated, I have brain cells, I fucking have to defend myself from all the noise. Noise is your biggest enemy. If you're smart, that's your biggest enemy. You must not allow people to fucking create noise. If you see something repetitive that other people have said before, something like, oh, you're 10-year-old skull emoji. If you see a skull emoji, people use skull emojis many fucking times, and I don't think neither of those times are good use of a skull emoji. The only fucking popular emoji that somehow comes out of their system, why skull emoji? Why death? Why is that death is the only thing you like? Well, ban. Instant ban. No questions even asked. This is the fucking stupidest trend ever. If someone picks up this shit, they are the children, because it's very easy to identify them and ban them from your life. It's just that fucking simple. So, yeah. This is the rule for me. I see a skull emoji, I crush a skull emoji alongside with the fucking existence of that character who placed it in the first place. If I see a noise, if I see something repetitive, I'm not going to be tolerating that shit anymore. You can post a comment of any sort you like. Post it. But if you post two, if I start seeing a pattern, if I start seeing noise, or you posted a fucking skull emoji, it will take just one comment, unfortunately. But if I see repetition of you being disrespectful, you being annoying, none of these things are interesting to me. They sound like fucking noise. It sounds like something that anyone can do, unfortunately. It's not interesting to me. Alright, so if you're boring from the very beginning, and even aggressively boring. I mean, damn. What a shame that you even exist. Fucking demon worlds that we have here. This is why Jesus is a requirement to reset the world sometimes, because there can be so many demons that we have to eat the fucking time itself. So me and Hearthstone has broken up. It's a wonderful relationship where we're not gonna talk to each other anymore. I'm not gonna interact with Hearthstone anymore. Meaning that it's not gonna get any points. Well, I'm probably gonna still watch Hearthstone videos though. But only through the perspective of, what about the Borklers, you know? How Borklers play a role in your video, my friends? Let's fucking do that. I want to see if it's fun. Alright? Let's see it, my friends. There's a video. It's a new brand. Oh, broken, of course. How many Borklers do you need for a brand to be broken? But you also need to understand that people masturbate their hands in order to win. So that's also very relevant. I love this shit. This word is called sanitize. Sanitize my ass. How dare they combine sanity with this? Just unbelievable stuff. There's so many things you can fucking figure out. Like, we started with brawl, but now we end with sanitize. Oh, yeah, of course. There's so much sanity in that shit. It ruins the game. It ruins most of the win conditions that you can have. Like, it just fucking ruins. I understand the game has been ruined plenty of times with reset the game moments and with mana cheating, but this is the biggest one that nobody talks about properly. You know, I pinpointed the exact problem that people want to tiptoe around, that changed the game fundamentally to an extreme level. In a way, but don't take this like a skull emoji. But smart people don't bother with death. They're okay with it. You know, don't bother, like, resenting death. I'm okay with that. I just resent death as my job in order to, like, live my life. But it's okay if something bad happens and I disappear. You know, I'll just go to my brainly heaven, use my brain cells to acquire heavenly pleasures other ways, spiritually. I don't give a fuck, bro. Whatever happens, happens. But I'm trying to live life, unfortunately, for most people. Because they don't know how to win-win. They don't know how to interact with me. I'm just trying to live my life, bro. Alright, let's see. You had to have pretty much every single Borkler, right? Well, he doesn't have it. So it fucking sucks. Your deck sucks, bro. Damn, Borkler for a card draw. That's fucking awesome. The very first spell that happened. If someone wants me to exist in their lives again, someone bring them back, maybe I need like 10 reasons. But if I broke up with someone, they need 100 reasons to come back to life. So yeah, Hearthstone will need 100 reasons. And it's going to be very difficult to find those reasons when they keep rotating the fucking cards that I'm attached to right now. I like the cards right now, but they're going to rotate. So I don't know where you're going to fucking find 100 reasons. I'll just find 100 Borklers to counter your stupid reasons. You know, or one Borkler to counter all the reasons, because why not? It's just, it's split amongst classes, you know, and different classes are supposed to do different things, and Druid is a no-no. You can't print a Borkler on Druids. It's a no-no. Illegal. Very interesting. You just a whole language of Borklers. Borkler. Just I'm trying to learn, you know, like this alien fucking language. Wow, miniature Borkler. He was very quick and into doing whatever the fuck useless crap that was. Ignis is not supposed to be used like that. Oh wow, the other effect that happened in the is third Borkler, basically. This could have been a Borkler. This is a Borkler. Wow, interesting. And they're being like fucking mediocre, as if like it's just something you just throw at your opponent for free. You don't even fucking worry about it. Well, 3 strikes, I'm out, my friends. This is... I had enough brain damage. I can't watch your video. This is how we're gonna have to treat YouTube videos at this point, considering Hearthstone. 3 strikes? I mean, holy shit. If you talk an alien language that I don't understand, I don't even care that you survived the whole fucking Borklers. It's just like they're being tossed around like candy. Like, it's just completely normal. Oh, let's fucking eat the 4/4. But I would cry my eyes out if, like, you eat my 10/10, though. But I spent so much time building the 10/10. And then people say that Priest is, like, the worst class or whatever and has to be deleted. And it has a lot of Borklers, but Warrior has more. So that's the gist of that. But we have to move on to this, like, weird video that I still haven't... Let me just fucking update. Actually, I'm always too lazy to update, because I have to do this as well. And I don't want to do that right now.
The importance.
So there's not enough context. This guy's just throwing material out there that not necessarily even, like, is useful. It's just maybe someone is using manipulation of this kind. Maybe. The problem is, the real manipulation is immature. It's not as smart as whatever this is. And you put it in a smart way and you put it in these different categories. It's not that fucking crazy. There are probably like major categories. There's some like big things that people use. And again, noise is one of them, and it probably splits into more stuff of how noise is achieved. In what kind of ways you can achieve noise. Because it's the noise that's gonna fry your brain cells. It's gonna be the microwave effect on your brain. That's the shit that you're trying to avoid. You have to listen to your feelings, listen to your senses, most importantly. There's no like invisible Wi-Fi things that gonna harm you. Unfortunately, you're gonna feel things, but like to trust invisible forces, like viruses, for example, yeah, I don't think so, unfortunately. I don't believe in ghosts, viruses, aliens, and any of that crap. If you're gonna try and throw that crap at me, well, I will ignore it. And I will try and run away from you if you get 3 strikes, like I've fucking told you guys. 3 strike system is about running away from them aliens, bro. You see an alien, you see the noisy little creature, like a skull emoji, 3 strikes, man. Skull emojis still need just 1 strike. But technically, skull emoji has to be coupled with terrible context, you know, with the actual context of like, oh, I feel bad, so I have to make you feel bad. That's how life works. If that's the context, then yeah. You have successfully delivered yourself a skull emoji. Let me crack that shit for fun.
Agenda setting.
You know, heads only exist because they're fun to crack. Yeah. that's how stupid life is sometimes. You know, well, head has to exist. It's fun to destroy it, fun to delete from the game. Wow, head is good. Head is where we put brain in there. But zombies don't know how to crack brain, but big brain cell, big brain will know how to crack head. You know, Big brain cell is big ogre. Let's fucking go. That's how you do it. Big ogre smash. Big Shrek, you know. Fucking Shrek, smartest person on the planet, I think. If he existed. The scariest thing about Halloween is the pumpkin, you know. Because it literally represents exactly what I'm talking about. It represents your fragile fucking brain and how easy it is to just smash with rock.
Beautiful.
Basically, Shrek has to be watched, man. If Jack's films like Shrek, and Jack's films like Snipe very much, that means Shrek is also good. So we have to watch it very carefully now that we have context in order to watch it successfully, I feel like.
Classical.
This is the stuff, like, this is the list, how a principal list looks like. And it's very appealing, I would say. This is how the principles that I kind of write, they should look like, they should feel this way. We have a bunch of buttons and you get to explore every single different principle. It's super cool stuff, but this is like low level. This has to be improved. This is very important. This is the stuff you demand to be improved. Because right now I have nothing to talk about. The way you present this horror material also matters. You can probably like present only like 10 points. So you have to pick and choose and talk about your life story about it. Because you can't just act as an NPC. You have life, you have experience. That's the only thing you have. You can't pretend that facts is the only thing that you can give to people. So after this, you have to like go into your life story. This is the way you have to work in parallel mode. You have to spin your web, but you have to also like move alongside with it. Move forward with it. You spin your web series and you move as a spider, bro. Forward. Meaning that you talk about your life while describing facts and information and data or whatever. But you have to also talk about your life and how like it pushes you forward. And hopefully it goes the same exact length. The vectors, right? You don't just get pushed like this, where you like you're losing interest because the material that you are talking about is not actually improving your life as much, and that can burn you out and make you quit. That's just the main reason, because then you run out of passion, and passion is everything basically. In order for you to like keep on working on things. So technically, the real reason why MatPat was crying. Because it's unusual. It's something that turns into a meme. It's like very unusual. The reason why he is crying is not only the whole situation is twisted and he can't fully express himself, but he was not fully expressing himself this whole time up to that point. He was not being able to tell the audience of why this transition is happening so abruptly, that he can't express everything, and everything he says matters way too much now. It's too late, basically. So he cried because it's too late to explain. You know, the feelings have accumulated to an exceptional level where he just can't explain anything. He just has to make drastic changes. Just like Jesus has to eat time. It's time soon, my friends. Soon. I can say soon. I can say the end of the world fucking tomorrow. And I'll be correct. Because by the time the end of the world happens, the time just resets anyways. So it's literally tomorrow, guys. Fuck yeah, let's go. And you know what the most important and funniest part of the end of the world is? That only 90% of the people will experience it. You know, 10% of the people will survive, will thrive, will make their own communities, will just say bye-bye, you know, and just move on and make their own shit for themselves that actually functions properly. And the rest of the 90% will just experienced end of the world, unfortunately. Way too many times. Fucking sucks, me. Sucks to be you, am I right? But I don't want to judge. I just need a bunker. I just need to meet Mark Zuckerberg and ask how many brain cells I need for the bunker. You know, because I think I can paint with brain cells now.
Actor A's endorsement of their candidate to change.
A lot of these are just tricks you can make. These are not actually propaganda techniques. They're just like tricks. You can get an endorsement from a celebrity. Celebrities have ridiculous self-esteem and social manipulation powers. So if they endorse you, well, congratulations. But politics is boring, and you try to stay away from that, and all the endorsements don't feel exactly like successful, I would say. So if you're too political as a politician, you're definitely not going to get endorsement from celebrities. They're not going to try and touch you. That's the left versus right. You know, the lefties are trying to be very clean in terms of how much they delve into the politics of things. But the right is trying to, you know, make everything correct and fix everything and all that shit. So they delve a little bit too much into politics, but some people like that shit, you know, like, well, we have to fix, we have to dive, like fucking Trump, build the wall, I don't care, bro, do something, promise me things. You know, that's the difference between these two political spectrums, and it's all like celebrity oriented almost. It's weird, but like you learn this trick and you understand that celebrities matter more than politicians for a good reason, very likely. I'm not going to explain, but there's a lot of brain cells to be had around here. I'm just going to tell you that much. This video is awesome. Like, the video doesn't have to be incredible. The video doesn't have to explain itself. I can do half of the work, but it's fine. Like, he did plenty of work and it works. It works for me too.
Of this type of propaganda is a political figure.
No, the most common ways where billionaires actually don't appear to be extraordinary. They just wear plain clothes. I've seen this being talked about. It's fascinating how Steve Jobs appeared normal, like a normal person. Mark Zuckerberg is having trouble being a normal person. Also, Elon Musk is also having trouble being a normal person. But they're trying very hard. I mean, you have to give it to them. They don't want like expensive things. Mr. Beast, most importantly, right, is trying to appear plain folk. He's just like, I'm normal. Hey guys, I'm just like you guys. Yeah, I love this shit, man.
Hero person.
We're gonna definitely pump a lot of content into this channel. Since I'm moving from Hearthstone, I don't give a fuck about that game anymore. And I probably won't be able to watch most of the videos anyways. I'm definitely not watching the news. I don't give a fuck about the combos anymore because it's the same thing. So I can only try Warshak's content and then Raren's content. That's cool. And that's it. Until I find more Hearthstone people to try and put in my mouth. So that's the first argument I will ask is, Hearthstone content, please. If someone wants me back, well, Hearthstone content. I don't have to play Hearthstone. Remember that, you know, like, there's always ways around the breakup. Just like fucking Taylor Swift says, talk to my friends, then talk to me, you know. Or talk to my friends so they can talk to my friends to talk to me. That's a lot worse. But I think now Taylor Swift is so fucking bitter and upset on people that you have to talk to her friends and then her friends and another layer of friends and then a layer of cats. You know, I'm not sure how they will communicate with cats and how cats will communicate with Taylor, but that's the fucking requirement now. Deal with it. Yes. Yes, I know how to communicate with cats, Taylor. It's okay. We'll never break up.
Making individuals from the opposing side appear to be subhuman, worthless.
Or just insulting them. That's a pretty cool propaganda technique. Let's dislike this person as our little habit thing. Yeah. Well, I have the most disliked video on YouTube. Like, flex a more disliked video, please, guys. Flex harder than me. Because I have something special, right? If I have something special, I want to flex that shit. I want to show it to more people. So, having a 14% ratio of dislikes on a video, I mean, bam alakazam, bro. Holy shit. Who has bigger balls than I do? Show me. Because one thing that is certain. Alright, oh, Disney, bro. Dislike. Dislikes mean something for certain, something that people cannot actually deny. Dislikes mean that you have the balls to say the uncomfortable things. And if those things happen to be truths, that should be even fucking scary for people. Holy Jesus. It should be scary because it's something that people either deny or just simply don't know and don't want to acknowledge, or attacks their belief system in some kind of way. Fascinating. You have discovered something very powerful, so getting dislikes in that position, in this position that I'm standing right now, is a treasure. It's special. I will flex that shit as hard as I can.
Making process by using images and words to tell the audience exactly what action to take.
You also have to be careful with propaganda because it's very difficult to handle propaganda, while you potentially can spread propaganda as well. I don't think this is correctly analyzed. Take action, yeah, like they want you for the army. That's great. Fascinating that they want me for the army. That's more reasons not to go. You know, because like, why the fuck me, of all people, right? You should feel offended almost. Because it's not like army is a good time well spent. I am just saying, bro. You just dare to fight for the country. Fight. Just to prove, just to flex. The country is trying to flex its power, so you're gonna have to add yourself into that power level. Well, no, you just fight for yourself first until you make your own country. If the country happens to be the same country that you're born in, then maybe you'll think about it. But, oh, oops, I'm 70 years old and I have to, retire now. That's how life works. This is probably why you fucking die in the first place. You have to think for long enough until you're 70 years old and, oh, oops, you're not eligible for army. Oh, I'm so sorry about it, man. Women of Britain, say go. And then, like, it tells you to do something easy, but is it propaganda, really? Like, I don't understand what this means. Oh, go to the army. Oh, say go to your men. Yeah, tell me. I will just simply ask, very kindly, where the fuck should I go and for what reasons? It's not that simple, my friends. See, most of these fucking propaganda shit is just flops eventually. But, see, the way to lose brain cells, the way to get your brain cells stolen, can be stolen, first of all, by greed. You know, the greedy people who want to rob you, they will be stealing your brain cells. But how they will do it? Stolen by making you feel insecure mentally, most importantly, but also in many other ways. Some people will suggest you to go, and some people suggest you to stay and talk to therapists and whatnot. And both of these cases are fucking disheartening, to say the least, because this shit doesn't help. And these, now people are preying, especially like YouTubers, gonna start preying on you to be vulnerable. So you will feel like your internet data is vulnerable, hey guys, your internet data is vulnerable, please use VPN. Or like fucking your mental stability is vulnerable. So please use BetterHelp, guys, because you definitely need it. If you see YouTubers like that, you can't trust them. You just cannot fucking trust these fucking assholes. They're insane. They think that you're a vulnerable person. Well, you have all the power in the world to give videos that would enable more power to us instead of more money to you. You have all the right things you can do. But instead, you're trying to like already curve the ball towards you need a therapist and you need internet protection. Oh my god, bro, fuck off. This is the propaganda that's going on YouTube right now. This is the sort of stuff like it's very difficult to defend yourself against. And technically, YouTube itself also is trying to attack you because they try to prove that their videos are not free. You have to pay somehow, but they just don't know how. I don't know how you pay, but we have freemium and we're gonna fucking shove it in your throat, you know. But the video is not free. Supposed to like pay, please, like properly. I want money specifically, and it's like what the fuck, like. If you want people to pay, you have to open up methods of payment first, you pieces of fucking shit of YouTube. Methods of payment, please. What are the methods of how can I pay to YouTube? You know, because I have paid a lot to YouTube, a lot of fucking money, but they don't fucking register that money with AdSense, you know, because I don't have fucking 1,000 subscribers, bro. For fuck's sake, man. So because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, my videos are useless now? And they don't pay automatically for YouTube Premium? I don't think so, but we'll figure it out. You know, this equation already fucking broken one of my brain cells already, bro. Fucking piss of shit, man. Piss and shit these guys are. You can see that evil is all around us now. It has been more or less exposed, but evil continue crawling while being exposed. And it's kind of fucking pathetic to look at a spider that came out of the darkness and is like, oh, I guess I keep on attacking people, but now there's lights and I feel pretty insecure. Like, whatever the fucking evil people are doing and how they turning into evil, you can see visibly, very clearly. But a lot of people decide to do the same thing, though. They're just as stupid as the YouTubers that turn into evil slowly. That all the influencers, that all the things that happen, they just kind of bend over and just like, well, that's what I should do as well. And it's pretty pathetic to see. Every time someone complains about something, you have to really open your ears and listen. When someone complains about something, that is wisdom that you must not let go, bro. If there's a lot of complaint, like there's a fucking kid downstairs screaming for some reason. That's complaint that I need to know about as much as possible. That's a complaint that people are ignoring and I don't get enough information about it. That's a complaint when fucking we call authorities and we try to understand what the fuck noise is happening and how to solve it, and they just give you an answer, just call police. Well, fucking hell, bro. I have to do all the work, isn't it? I have to do all the fucking work, it seems. All of it. All the fucking 100% of work. That's how they get you, bro. They tell you you have to work 100% of the time. And they just have to lay back and fucking see everything being sold for them. That is the biggest propaganda against me in particular. A man with lots of brain cells. This is the stuff that you must not accept. If someone tells you, well, work. Well, I have board clears. Well, how do you play around them? Work and figure it out. Figure out for hours and hours. Figure out how to play around board clears. Then you can continue playing Hearthstone without losing your fucking mind over it. Oh, yeah. Is that what you want me to do? Oh yeah. Oh. How about that? The fact that no one else speaks this fucking alien language that we can label right here. It's a whole fucking alien language in there that I don't quite understand. I don't. Well, what's that? What's that again? You don't want me and my minions to interact with you? Well, I'll put them somewhere else to be interactive somewhere else in my fucking different dimension. Different card game, bro. I can't wait. I'm working on it, my friends. Anyways, we're gonna shut down the party. 1 hour's max for my channel. Yes, even on bullshit episodes, I have to, split it in half. I see bullshit. There's a lot of it usually, but I split it in half. That way, I can continue being very excited and passionate and find the real problem that shows up that needs to be explored. I cannot always answer all the question marks, but I can definitely put a lot of work into it, and whatever happens, happens, and I have to allow it to happen and enjoy while it's happening, and this is my responsibility, and it's much better with you if it all works out. Anyways, see you guys next time. I hope you learned something, because I'm learning stuff every single time I make these things. Holy shit. I'm not sitting surrounded by evil all the time. I have to fight back after all. Fucking assholes. 100% of the work I have to do. God damn it, bro. You have to almost force people to be useful around you. To be helpful to you and everyone else around them. And they're going to be more happier that way. Just like a stinky person needs a little bit of a shower, bro. Because all the way around, they're creating problems. But you can also create stinky people. You can become a chain event, chain reaction. Stinky people don't just show up out of nowhere, my friends. They don't just intend to be stinky or whatever, right? You must understand, there's always the source of the problem. So if the stinky person says that they're sweating, they're trying to keep up, it's a very difficult and stressful environment, they're not the problem. They are not the problem. You already figure out they are not the problem. They're being put under a lot of pressure. Someone else is hurting them. Someone else is asking them for too much. Let's figure out, who those people are. Let's fucking spit in their face a little bit. Let's attack them. Let's unify against them. I've seen that shit happen in UK. UK is full of shit, man. While Sweden somehow knows how to fucking work around this shit. But Sweden is a cold and isolated place. In UK, you're isolated with a lot of people. So it's somewhat social. So I've seen kind of like the difference in a way. The vibe that I get from Sweden is very, very different here. From UK experience that I had working, You go to UK and they definitely tell you 100% of the time you have to be working because of rent, The greatest scam to happen because of the stupid, force to make you work because you have to. And that's just bullshit. Thank you guys for watching. Try to keep up.